Hello, everyone. Welcome to the round 15 review where we had Hawthorn, Melbourne, Adelaide, and West Coast on the bye. It's the second last of the bye round, so we've got one more left to go. And I can't wait, or can I? Because am I going to be able to field a team? I'm not sure. But anyway, on to the trades. We traded out Lockie Neal. I was just sick of his subpar scores, and he had another one on the weekend. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with that trade out. Liam O'Connell just wasn't getting a game. Low scorer anyway. And Pedler, well, thank you for the 50k, but yeah, you're not going to make any money, and yeah, you might be dropped or be the sub. So yeah, time for you to go. We brought in Samuel Darcy from the Bulldogs. He went big. Bo Allen, yeah, bit of a risky one on the bye, and yeah, he should hold his spot, I'm hoping. But he's got that midfielder defender DPP, which could come in handy. And also another risky one, Sam Butler, who was also on the bye. I just needed a cheap forward that might actually be playing. So, fingers crossed he can come in the side this week or stay in the side this week. But that might have been a bit costly because I only had 19 players play and a couple of low scores. But we'll get to that in a second. We've got the vice captain. We had the vice captain on Cherry, who only scored a 79, and a Bont, who scored a what was it? It was of course, it was a 177. So yeah, we're pretty happy with that. So if we go on to my spreadsheet here, Bont, he scored a 177. Is that my biggest captain score for the year? Yeah, it is. Actually, no. No, it is. All right, so that brings our average up to 133.9 for the year for the captains. All right, so pretty happy with that. All right, let's go see. I haven't actually looked at my ranking yet. It is Monday, and I still haven't looked. I'm not sure if I want to look. I'm expecting red arrows. We scored 2,011. And 50k for the week. And we've dropped 1,148 spots, unfortunately. So hopefully, we can come back up in the last part of the last round of the buys. All right, so let's have a look and see how the team did. All right. So first off, I didn't bring in Callum Mills, and I had no Luke Jackson, so yeah, that hurts. Alright, we had Max Holmes, 110. Did come off the ground for a little bit towards the end there, but he came back on, so hopefully should be fine. He's got a bye this week, so got a bye to rest up. We've got Jordan Clark, yep, beautiful, 119. Harry Sheasel with a 103. Dane Zorko with a 105. Now, I was contemplating trading him out instead of Neil, but happy we've got him. Rest up Zorko. Please stop giving away free kicks. Whitfield, 16. Damn, you got concussed in the first quarter. Oh, what are we going to do with him? He's got the bye this week, but then if you look in round 17, he plays West Coast on the Friday night. So he got concussed on the Sunday. So I think it's 12 days, I believe, where you have to be in concussion protocol. So whether or not he plays the game after the bye, I'm not sure. And against West Coast, geez, he would have gone nuts against West Coast. So that's disappointing. I'll still probably hold him, I think. Oh, man, it's just a pain in the butt. Roberts, 95. So what I wanted, no Callum Mills here. I wanted to see, what they would score, playing together, because I don't think they've played together yet. I don't think. But yeah, Mills scored well. So is it too late to get Mills? I don't think so. But we'll look at that when we look at my trades for the week. Unus Clark, 65. Yeah, had him on the ground. I could have. Yeah, I've got. If you can't see it yet, but it's my flex, Zach Johnson. We'll get to him in a sec. If I had Unus Clark on the ground instead of the Essendon rookies, would have gotten an extra 30 or so points. So that's disappointing. And Campbell Gray, didn't play. All right, we've got Zach Butters, 130. Jeez, I thought he was going to go huge, but second half he copped the the Jordan tag. So 130, so still definitely take that. Bont, the man is back, 177. Yeah, he's still only 586, so a lot of people that didn't pick him up for 640k like I did, yeah, you'll be bringing him in this week, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll try and find a way. Jack Sinclair, 65. Come on, man. What was that? I'm not sure what went on here, but come on. That's not good enough, Jack. Nick Dacos, 157, even with the Windhager tag. Windhager kneeing his hamstrings, giving him, whacks off the ball. But yeah, he still scored very well for us. Adam Cherrett, 95. Now, expected this to be a bigger score against North Melbourne, but, well, Carlton as a whole were just absolutely poo. Rose, 80. You got tagged in the first half by Jordan. 80 still, a bit disappointing. Come on. Just want you to hit the ton, please. Zach Merritt, a 92. Yeah, another sub-ton score. He's been, apart from that 172, I'm not sure if, has he put up many scores other than that? Yeah, I'm not too sure since I've brought him in. Now, Patrick Cripps. Oh, my goodness. 75. You're playing against North Melbourne, who have improved, but Carlton should still be beating them. And even when they were down, come on, you're the captain of the club, you're the leader of the club. You should have stood up, and you didn't. And I don't know, are you injured or something? I'm not sure, but yeah, just one of those picks where brought you in for this run that you had during the buys, and you've averaged me about less than 80, I reckon. So, yeah, very disappointed in you. Do I trade you out? I'm not sure. I'll look at that in a sec. Boxall didn't play. Allen didn't play. McCarthy didn't play. All right. Gawn didn't play. Cherry, is that his lowest score for the year? 79. Some people might have even put the captain on him after putting the VC on, say, a Brayshaw or something against Essendon. Oh, man, he's non-owners. What's his... Oh, he's still expensive. Break even at 213. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. Anyway, we're not looking at trading him out. We're going to keep him. Boyd didn't play. Bailey Smith, 85. Yeah, bit on the disappointing side there. A lot of people might have, vice-captained you as well. Petrarca didn't play. Daniel, 91. Yeah, it's about his average, about what I expected. Sam Darcy, this guy's a beast. 144. 5 goals, I think it was. Beautiful. He's still only 459k, but what's his break even now? 19. So if you want to get him, get him in this week. He was playing Richmond, mind you, but still, I expect him to score well. And I think they've got a pretty good run as well. What's he going to do against my Bombers? Rankin didn't play. Butler didn't play. Johnson didn't play. Simpson didn't play. Now Zach Johnson, 32. Now, I don't want to pick on him too much because he's a rookie, right? He's made us some, cash. He's made over 100k already. But he's gone from getting kick-ins. I think he had 29 touches or so last week against, who was it? Geelong. This week he only got, I think he barely got 10, and then only scored a 32. What's going on here? But does he hold his spot when we got players coming back after the bye? Yeah, not really sure. But I do like him as a player, though. All right, so that's what my team's done. Okay, so possible trades. We've got 228k. So who can we trade out? Who would I want to trade out from here? So Clark, that was my original plan. He scored a 65, though. Break even 34. Does he hold his spot? We trade out Johnson. First off, I'm just going to put McCarthy back here because, hoping that he can continue, scoring well for us, playing that Ryan Marrick role, taking kickouts, and playing a halfback for West Coast. So I think he's currently the highest scoring player in Supercoach. But he's not going to average that for the year, I'm sure. Anyway, so what am I going to do with trades? So I've got 5 trades left. I've pretty much got one spot to fill here, which is this, if I'm going to have Tom McCarthy as my 23rd. All right, so who am I missing? I'm missing Mills. So who can I trade out for Mills? Do I trade out Roberts? Because I think he's playing more on the wings. Do I trade out Cripps, who's got 10k more on him, and bring like a Sheasel down here? Maybe. Let's trade out Cripps. All right. So if I trade out Cripps, bring Sheasel down here, and let's bring him in. Where is he? Mills. All right. Let's trade him in there. Okay. So what's that? 297k. So what can we get if, say, we trade out a... See, I don't even have forward DPPs here, so I could trade out Zach Johnson. Yeah, I can't do that. Actually, what I might do... Can I trade out... If I traded out Zach Johnson... Actually, scratch that. Let's trade out Arnus Clark. And this is what I wanted to bring him in for. Bo Allen, I can move him up. And then... Because I want Tom McCarthy on the ground. So if I... Alright, maybe just for this week, I can put the flex. And then maybe move on, say, a Johnson. And bring Campbell Gray down here the following week. Maybe. Oh boy. Alright, so if I do that, I've got 514k. And who can I get in the flex? Well, I can get anyone from any position, but I need a forward. Okay. And then say we've got Max Holmes on the bye. So I can just put McCarthy there. Nope, not letting me do that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Whew, McCarthy is my D1. Beautiful. Alright, so I want to bring in a forward. Now I'm thinking of a couple of guys that I've already had in my side. Got Jack McRae, who's 493k. Or the Horny Man. Jason Horne-Francis back. Alright, so... I think just for now. So it's out of those two. Alright, and then, yeah, the next week maybe either Simpson or Johnson out for maybe a defender rookie who's playing. Or, yeah. Alright, so we'll do that just for now. Okay, and that is team complete with plus a 23rd. Yeah, doesn't look great, does it? Okay, and then I can just put Holmes back. Yeah, I'm going to have to trade out one of these three. Might leave Johnson because at least he might be a chance of playing, but Simpson's injured, so maybe we'll trade him out next week to a rookie in the defense or the midfielders. Okay. Alright, so we'll just do that for now. Alright. So, finally, captains and vice-captains potentially for next week. Alright, so who have we got playing? We've got Port Adelaide Carlton. And Carlton, they've got Chincotta. So I might actually put the VC on Butters anyway. Alright, and then we got Bont might cop what's his name? Jordan. Gold Coast Melbourne. Wits is pretty restrictive ruck, so probably not gone. Cherry versus Meek. Collingwood. Ooh, Dacos against Eagles. At Marvel too. Oh, okay, that might be it. Fremantle, no. Against St Kilda. Richmond, Adelaide. What Adelaide? Oh, I've only got Rankin. All right, so the C might go on Dacos. All right, so that's what I might run with this week. Or maybe just put the C on Tom McCarthy. No. All right, so how many players do I have playing? Oh, God. So let's assume Bo Allen's playing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not going to rely on Boxall to play. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this is actually... I remember before the buys, I think I only had about 15 players playing. So, yeah, maybe this buy isn't going to be as bad as I thought, where, a lot of people are going to struggle for this buy. So, in regards to my ranking, I was from round 12... I was going to see where I am after round 16, whether I've improved or not. Just as like a 5-week block. All right, I think we're looking okay. So, yeah, all right. That'll be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.